What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready to conquer the week that is, man. So, I I'm pretty sure you've been wondering where I've been the last couple of weeks, and that is the answer to that is simple, man. Just taking taking time to rest and relax and recharge, especially over the holiday season. You know, it's been a long and tested uh, a long year for me. I've been tested a lot this year, but I'm gonna go into 2026 as we approach it with a very clear mind. Just go out and get it type attitude, man. Like I always have had. And I hope you guys, uh, you know, no matter what this year has brought you, um, do the same. Just uh, a new year is another chance to start over and kind of right the wrongs, so to speak, on of the previous year. Um, Anyway, with that being said, this week's set of vlogs will be my final for the year. So after Friday's vlog, I will be seeing you guys in 2026, man. I hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been putting out this year. Uh, Again, the support has been overwhelming and unbelievable, and I cannot thank you guys enough. And we are going to continue doing more of the stuff that you love in 2K26. But for right now, man, speaking of love and overwhelming support, let's talk about WWE's Saturday night's main event from this past Saturday in Washington D.C. Now, I've covered Saturday night's main event in the past on this channel, but this one in particular was very very special because it was the end of a long and storied and illustrious, whatever adjective you want to use to describe the career of one John Cena. And we will get to his final match and my thoughts in just a bit. But first, let me cover the rest of the card. First up, we had WWE Champion Cody Rhodes taking on NXT Champion Obafemi, and these two, you know, uh, started off the night with a hell of a match, but it was interrupted by Drew McIntyre, much to the chagrin of both Cody Rhodes and Obafemi, and they teased a little confrontation between Obafemi and Drew McIntyre in the very near future, which that is going to be one hell of a matchup. Drew is a deceptively big guy, and if you've seen Obafemi in action, you've seen what he can do after being only in the wrestling business for about 3 years. So to see those two clash sometime down the road in WWE is going to be absolutely incredible. Um, yeah. So the match ended in a no contest due to the interference of Drew McIntyre. And now then next up on the card we had Bailey taking on NXT's Sol Ruka, former NXT Women's North American Champion and WWE Speed Champion, Sol Ruka. Man, what a great match it was. Bailey definitely was very giving to the young NXT superstar Sol Ruka, and Sol Ruka, she's a very very special type of athlete, man. The Soul Snatcher is probably one of my favorite moves in all of pro wrestling right now, not just WWE. It's a it's essentially a moonsault into a cutter, and then she can basically Soul Ruka can basically hit it from anywhere on anybody, and it's really cool. And Me describing it doesn't do it justice. Uh, but yeah, anyway, Suruka picked up the win, not with the Soul Snatcher, even though she did use it. She picked up the win with a small package on Bailey, and was able to defeat Bailey, and Bailey showed her respect after the match. Of course, the tag team partner Bailey, Lyra Valkyrie was in her corner, and surprisingly, Zarya, who's been Soruka's tag team partner, and a little bit of a I wouldn't say enemy, but a little bit of a hindrance to Soul Ruka at times was in Soul Ruka's corner. But we'll have to see how that relationship progresses in NXT, and hopefully in the future of the main roster when they both get called up eventually. But yeah. Next up was a tag team showcase. You had the WWE World Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, taking on NXT's Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Now, this match was, despite it being John Cena's night, this was probably my favorite match of the night, man. It was just such a high flying spectacle, and both these teams showed up and showed out, but in the end, it was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee picking up the win. But Javon Evans and TNA X Division champion Leon Slater have nothing to be ashamed of. They will be a fixture in the wrestling business for many years to come, and nothing but respect to all four of those men. All right, so now let's get to the main event, man. John Cena's last match. John Cena took on Gunther. All the pageantry and pomp and circumstance that you would expect to highlight the career of a WWE lifer like John Cena was there, man. You had a lot of his greatest rivals and tag team partner, and sometimes tag team partners in the crowd. Kevin Owens, Booker T, Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, Eve Torres, Michelle McCool, Mark Henry, the Ming was in the crowd. Sami Zayn was in the crowd, man. What a star-studded group of people in the crowd that all meant so much to. That all meant as much to John Cena's career as he did to theirs at some point in John Cena's career. And Gunther, playing the villain, playing the spoiler, But it was a great match, and to hear John's intro done by Lillian Garcia, it's every time you hear that intro that John's been using during his retirement run, whether it be his bad guy intro or his good guy intro, man, it's just so good to hear, and it gives you so much goosebumps, man. But what a great match it was. Gunther ended up making John Cena tap out, something that he's only done 3 times in his 23-year career. And noticing the little smile on his face at the end, as he was tapping out, man. But let me say something about the finish. So a lot of people I've seen a lot of people complaining online about the finish, and the crowd the crowd itself in Washington D.C. was complaining about the finish, about how John Cena should have went out on top against Gunther, and should have beaten him in his final match. But you know, honestly, the finish to me was done right. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but it is customary in wrestling, if you are a veteran and you are retiring or leaving the company, whatever it is, you are supposed to put your opponent's, you know, you are supposed to make your opponent look good and essentially let him win. It's just a tradition in wrestling, kind of a passing of the torch, which is what this whole night was about. John didn't want to make the night all about him. He wanted to showcase the up and coming talent and the future of the business, and as he said on many occasions, he wanted to leave this place better than he found it, and he certainly did. And man, what a great moment it was. Great emotional moment. After the match, they played a tribute video for John, showcasing some of the highlights of his career. Because if you did a whole entire retrospective on John Cena's career, it'd probably be 4 hours long, and obviously WWE did not have that kind of time. But man, what a great night. And at the end of the night, at the end of the match, when John's music, at the end of the match, when John was getting ready to walk backstage, he left his sneakers and he left his armbands in the ring, as most wrestlers do when they're retiring, or as a tribute. It's just kind of leaving a part of you in the ring. If you've been in the ring a long time, you leave a part of you in the ring, whether it's a piece of gear or whatever it is, maybe your rain jacket, or your title belt, whatever it is, if you're wearing a title belt when you go out. But no, that is what happened, and it was a great emotional night. If you want to hear my thoughts on John Cena's initial retirement when it was announced last year, or some of my favorite John Cena moments, I'll leave that at the end of this vlog so you guys can check those out as well. But man, Saturday night's main event, it did not disappoint. John Cena's final farewell, it was a very fitting end to a very amazing career. And as a fan and fellow wrestler myself, thank you, John. Thank you for the memories. I've been fortunate enough to meet John a couple of times throughout his career, and he couldn't have been nicer to me. And I have some of his stuff. I have an autographed DVD, a few of his armbands, that kind of stuff, man. But man, again, thank you for the memories, John, and you will never be forgotten as a performer. Love him or hate him, he always gave us everything he had every night for the past 23 years. He deserves to take a rest, even though I'm pretty sure he won't be. He's still got a lot of movies and projects coming up, but go enjoy yourself for now, John, and then worry about that rest later. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of the Klassic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I, of course, will see you guys on the next one. Peace.